Okay, so my good friend PK challenged me to remake a picture they made. This is the picture in question. And I'm gonna try my best to recreate it as best as possible. So let's get to the progress. Of course, first I had to start with the background. I must say, and you will see that a bit later, I did cheat a bit with the background. The only thing I actually did cheating was loading up the original that Bgm made and copy the hex code for the color. As you can see here, I quite literally made it so I could copy the color. It surprisingly took me a bit to remember how I could change it to RGB and such. And now that I tried to change the gradient from one side to the other, I unintentionally gave Yomiya a bit of a more prominent part in it. Completely unintentional. Now that I actually placed Sayu in this case, because I wanted to start with Sayu first, then Yomiya, and so finish it off, I actually noticed still a small little tag in the bottom, which I in the end had to open up Photoshop and just cut that out for a bit, and I did that with both of them, as you actually can see in a few seconds. Words you could basically say I used Illustrator and Photoshop for it. At this point I was quite a bit confused, because for some odd reason I didn't get the same result, but after looking at the picture on my phone, I actually noticed, oh wait, he just offsets that some of the parts actually were outside the area of what's going to be if you export it being shown. Also, I made here my first mistake, and I can only say that because I noticed it not at that moment, but after having it shown and such. He actually made Yomiya a bit bigger, because the PNGs of them both were not the same size. And here you can see me making the crescent moon shapes that are used in the picture PK made. And I actually used the Pathfinder tool, which is very handy, I can say, to create the same sort of shape and then just scale it out of proportions to get the right shape, so to say. I did something dumb and I accidentally deleted it instead of applying the right effects to it, because I could not find the right effects right away. That was weird to say, actually. But now that I found the right effect and changed the shape a bit, I could finally start working on placing the crescent moons in the way it was needed to sort of course, with the end goal of recreating the picture. It was more work than I want to admit, and even this is actually sped up by 221.21%, so it does this like 80 minutes long. I think in the end it needed to represent the animal logo from the game, actually, now that I think of it. The circles that were on certain points behind Yomiya actually gave me a lot of trouble, because at first I was like, wait, how in the world did he do that? But in the end it was on my end something that not really prevented me, but it took me a bit to figure out in the end. But I must say the persistence is the key to this sometimes. In the end, I decided to add one more effect to those little circles to make it more prominent. And now, let's get to the reveal with live voices. So, PK, a few days ago you challenged me in recreating something you made.
Yes.
Well,
wasn't really a challenge, I was just wondering.
I plead the fifth on that question. As you know, this is your version.
Yes.
Beautifully done.
Thank you, thank you.
And now, here's my iteration of it.
I know. Oh, there you go. Oh, what the fuck? Now that I take a closer look at it, what the fuck happened with the gradients?
Like I said, I can explain the gradient bit, a small, tiny bit. I used actually when I was grading.
You're just a Yigomiya sim, because mostly Sayu's part is taken over by Yigomiya.
I literally drew. You will see once it's out, the video.
Oh.
I literally started the gradient point from one corner to the other, and apparently Illustrator thought, okay, good, we're gonna do that. So yes, it's unintentionally biased.
Okay.
Unintentionally biased. But yeah, I thought, let me show you it.
Yes.
As sort of an ending to this video.
Yes. I can kind of see how you like drew the Sayutings. Like, okay, you want you
I
want me to show you
literally
how I
just
did
made
it?
2 circles and used the Pathfinder option. To get those shapes.
You wanna see how I did it in Photoshop? Hold on, I'm gonna get Photoshop open.
Yeah, I'm curious, but this is not gonna be a part of the video. But anyway,
I guess.
how do you like it? Did I do a decent job?
Hey, you did pretty good. Got Yomiya's size a bit small.
I literally didn't change anything of the size. It's literally the PNG.
Yeah, I know, because I made Yomiya bigger.
Yes. I just literally plopped in the PNG. That's it. Nothing more. But, well, actually, thank you, PK, for your
You're welcome. You got free content from
feedback and free content.
Yay.
Now, everyone, this was it. Goodbye. Have a beautiful day, or whatever the time it may be for you. Goodbye. I'm just gonna say that.
No.